Okay, the next section is writing linear equations in two variables, and we're going to do that using what's called the point-slope formula. And the point-slope formula says that you're going to take y and take away some value y1, and that's equal to m, the slope, times x, take away some value of x1. And we're going to do an example using that particular formula, and the example says we want to write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line, which has slope 3 and that passes through the point 1, negative 2. So, first thing I want to do is I'm going to write down my formula. So y take away y1 equals m times x take away x1. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go circle all of the places that I'm going to be plugging in numbers. So I'm going to circle the y1, that's where I'm going to plug in a number. I'm going to circle the m, that's my slope, I'm going to plug in a number there. And I'm also going to circle the x1 because I'll be plugging a number in there as well. Then, after I've done that, I'm going to label the values that have been given to me. So I'm going to take my slope, which is 3, and that's going to be my m. I'm going to take the point 1, negative 2, and that's going to be my x1 and my y1. Now you can see why I circled up here in my formula the y1, the m, and the x1, because those are the values that I'm going to be plugging in. I've got my x1, it's going to go where the x1 is, so 1 will substitute in there. y1, negative 2 will go in where the y1 is in the formula, and 3 will go where the m is in the formula. So now, plugging into the formula, I'm going to rewrite it, y minus, I'm going to leave a little blank there, equals, and I'm going to leave another blank to plug in, and then I've got my x minus, leave another blank where I'm plugging in for x1. So in place of y1, I see that y1 is equal to negative 2, so I'm going to put a negative 2 in its open space. In place of the m, I'm plugging in the 3, so the 3 goes in the m's open space. And I've got my parentheses x minus, and I have an open space where the x1 is, so I'm going to plug in 1, because that's what x1 is equal to. Now I'm going to simplify. So step 2 we plugged in. And we put them in their correct spots. And now for the next step we're going to simplify. Step 3, simplify. And then after we do that, we want to get y by itself. So, see the double negative right here? The double negative means that I have to change that to a positive. So that's really y plus 2. And that's equal to 3 times x minus 1. Now when you see these parentheses here, that's telling me to distribute. So 3 times x minus 1, I need you to think that you're going to distribute the 3. And when you do that, it's 3 times x and 3 times negative 1. So 3 times x, we get 3x, 3 times negative 1, and we get a minus 3. So now the last step, I want to simplify. I'm trying to get y by itself, so now I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. That will make these 2's cancel. Whatever I do on one side of the equation, I have to do on the other. So I subtracted 2, so now y is equal to 3x minus 5. And that is my final answer. It's in slope-intercept form, because I've got y by itself, so this is my slope, the 3, and the negative 5 would be my y-intercept. Go ahead and record on your notes.